Greetings, I'm Demonac, and this appears to be a vlog. So far people really seem to like Tales episode 13, and the mildly humorous inter-NPC banter therein, even though the one guy is kind of a dick. Oh really? I'm a dick? Why don't you come say that to my face?
Because your face is made of knives?
Damn straight. Now, I don't really like bugging you guys to do stuff, but Quill18 created a post on the D&D subreddit for TDDC, and if you could follow the link in the info below this video and upvote that, it might really help me grow the channel. So, thanks in advance for that. Now, I mentioned before that I once downloaded a copy of the shooting script for Matrix Revolutions, and that I rewrote most of it to fix what I see as the main problems in that movie. The things that didn't connect right with Reloaded, and specifically with the things the architect implied. I haven't quite finished it, but let me give you some of the important changes.
Warning, this won't make any sense if you haven't seen all 3 Matrix movies.
My version opens on an extra fight scene. I like adding fight scenes, where 3 agents have cornered 2 Smiths in the city. The agents are sort of winning until a handful more Smiths show up and end up converting 2 of the agents while the 3rd witnesses this and reports back, "We have a problem," before hightailing it. Then the movie proceeds as normal. I've actually left huge swaths of the script intact, including most of the action scenes. So Morpheus, Trinity, and Sarah fight their way through the Hell Club, reach the Merovingian. Not one line there actually changes, but when Morpheus tells them, "We want to make a deal," we cut away to the interior of an upscale shopping mall where the albino twins from Reloaded meet up with a Smith. I never got the feeling that they died from that explosion earlier. I think it just messed them up for a while. So they're back. One of them hands Smith an envelope with a big wax seal of the Merovingian's logo, an M. Over top of this scene, he speaks the same lines from the movie. "Always straight to business, huh, Morpheus? Okay, I have something you want. So to make a deal, you must have something I want, yes? And it so happens there is something I want. Something I've wanted ever since I first came here. It is said they cannot be taken. They can only be given." And we cut back to the club as Morpheus asks, "What?" and is told, "The eyes of the Oracle." And the scene proceeds exactly as in the movie. They negotiate forcefully, and the Merovingian agrees to have Train Man release Neo. But after Trinity runs up and hugs Neo in the Lost Station, we cut to Neo, Trinity, Seraph, and Morpheus sitting uneasily in the subway, across from Train Man, Persephone, and the Merovingian. This is a private hidden railcar added to the subway by Train Man, cannot be seen from outside. Neo and Train Man glare at each other, but Merovingian appears strangely distracted, peering out the window. A populated train station flashes by, indicating that they've returned to the Matrix. There's actually a Smith amongst the crowd, but it passes by so fast the viewer is unlikely to notice without freeze frame. Then Neo startles. We cut to the medical bay of the Hammer, where Neo startles and sits up. Maggie's like, "You're all right?" But seeing how dumbfounded he looks, she asks, "Neo, what's wrong?" Cut back to the subway car. Trinity looks at him and asks, "Neo, what's wrong?" And Matrix Neo is like, "I'm out." And cut back to the medical bay, and real world Neo is like, "I'm still in." And Maggie thinks he's confused, tells him to lie down so she can check his readings, but Neo stands up and holds his arms out, slowly turning around. And Matrix Neo stands up and holds his arms out, slowly turning around. And then from his point of view, we see the subway and all its occupants in the green code. Trinity looks up at him concerned. "We've been through a lot, Neo. We just need to get you out." "But I never jacked in. Just now, as we re-entered the Matrix. I just woke up in a medical bay. I'm here, but I'm also on a ship." Morpheus is like, "How can that be?" And the Merovingian looks back at them, arching an eyebrow. How interesting. And Neo's like, let us off here. And we see the doors closed, and we watch from inside the subway as it starts to pull away, leaving the heroes at the station. And Persephone says, you have fulfilled your promise to the letter. What will you do now? And Merovingian watches them a moment longer as the train pulls away. Nothing, my love. There is one more thing I need to know. As he continues to speak, we cut back to the shopping mall, watching Smith read the letter delivered to him by the twins, then carefully fold it back up until the two halves of the broken seal nearly meet. From 10 feet away, the twins watch him with some apprehension. In voiceover, Merv continues, one last link that will determine the chain of events. I cannot act until I know the answer. I can only but wait for my messengers. And Smith says, it appears we are after the same thing. Smith advances slowly towards the two pale exiles who grow more wary with his every step. I always wondered how he managed to avoid the system for so long, while using his influence so brazenly. Of course, I don't hide from it at all. He looks up and around as he stops, almost within arm's reach of the twins. I don't have to, but I look forward to the time when he and I join forces. For a brief instant, the twins break into a grin, thinking that Smith has accepted the Merovingians' overtures. But the camera is panning around them, and we see not 15 feet behind them a pair of Smiths each begin converting a shopper, and the other cattle see this and panic. The twins both turn for an instant to see what's going on, and the Smith they had been dealing with lunges forward, shoving his hand right through one. All the way through, as the ghost reacts by turning incorporeal, and they both hop back about 4 feet, whipping out their knives in a flourish. A handful more Smiths can now be seen casually riding up the escalator from below and down from the floor above. As the camera revolves, one emerges from the washroom corridor, another leaps up over the railing from the floor below, and one is converting a shopkeeper behind 3 central figures who are now fighting furiously. Smith is busy dodging the knife blows. As one twin makes a lunging downward strike, Smith rolls on the ground, stops on all fours, and mule kicks the knife away, exactly the way Agent Johnson knocked away Morpheus's katana on the truck in Reloaded. As other Smiths converge upon them, the disarmed twin attempts to stomp Smith, whose arm snaps out and grabs him by the ankle, immediately starting the Black Mirror effect. Snared, the twin tries to turn incorporeal, but while his brother watches, terrified, the incorporeal effect stops at the mirror, and the mirror continues to wash over and consume his ghostly form. Brother! As his brother finishes becoming a Smith, the remaining twin staggers back in horror, then suddenly dives incorporeal through the floor. Other Smiths stop, looking at one another, and one makes an after you motion towards the new one, who in turn becomes ghostly, the bottom of his suit jacket flapping up like a short cape, his tie flapping wildly. His hair stands up for a second, but he smooths it down as he sinks deliberately into the floor. We watch from the lower level as he descends out of the ceiling, just in time to see the ghost disappear through the door to the parking garage. Inside the parking garage, we see the remaining twin run the last couple of steps to a brand new red sports car and hop in, revving up and peeling out. But the mall door is torn out by the Smith, who hurls it spinning into the windshield, and the twin instinctively goes incorporeal to avoid the impact. The windshield shatters, and the red vehicle rolls on, unguided, losing speed. The twin, resolidified on the ground, watches as Smith rushes him, and he ghosts out again. This time, the Smith goes incorporeal too, and shocks the ghost by grabbing its incorporeal arm with his own, and the mirror practically bubbles as it extends from one incorporeal program to another. The red car bumps into a wall, stopping with an underwhelming, light, crunching sound, a little noise that signifies a headlight breaking. To be continued.